Welcome to Soul Care and Merry Christmas. This is a moment of comfort and joy. One Christmas, I gave my dad an early gift. I gave it to him just at the end of November. He was in his late 80s and had lost all of his short-term memory, but I knew that he had old memories that he had kept, that he could tell in stories. And so I gave him the gift of a little card box filled with 25 envelopes. They were numbered, and one for each day of December. Inside each envelope was a memory of a Christmas in the past. He opened those one at a time, and whenever I saw him during that month, he was full of smiles. Some of the memories were memories that I only knew of from photographs or from the stories that my dad had told me. One of them was this. I wrote, "Dad, remember when you and Mom sat in a field in Bethlehem on Christmas Eve? Mom was pregnant with her first child, Bill, and you were traveling just after the war. You told me that you sang carols there as you were sitting in the fields where the shepherds had been with their sheep." And another one was this. "Dad, I remember you told me when you were in the army, on Christmas, every family sent their son overseas fruitcake. They figured it would keep over the long ship ride to the South Pacific. You had so much fruitcake those 3 years when you were in New Caledonia, separated from Mom. You had so much that you never wanted to eat fruitcake again. Dad, do you remember when Bill was 2 or 3 years old and he used to play with the figures of the manger scene at Christmas time? You would put the creche on a low table, like a coffee table, so that he could come right up to the table and move the shepherds and the wise men around and play. Some years, baby Jesus would go missing, and every time I get out the manger scene, I have to glue on Joseph's head one more time. And remember how on Christmas you would carve the roast at the table and serve each plate from your place at the head of the table. And you would serve everything that person wanted on the plate: Yorkshire pudding with gravy or extra gravy, roast potatoes, vegetables, and we had plum pudding and hard sauce for dessert. And I remember the first Christmas that I was away from home. I was in Switzerland as an exchange student when I was 17 years old, and you wrote to me often that year, and then you called me long distance from California on Christmas Eve. When they said that it was America calling and I went to the phone, I started to cry. We had just returned walking through the village in the snow from midnight mass, and we were about to go into the living room and light the candles on the Christmas tree for the first time. "O Tannenbaum," we would sing and exchange gifts. That was the experience of my Swiss family. But I missed my American family that night, and I missed you, and hearing your voice made me cry. It was the only time I was homesick that year in Switzerland. Well, I miss my dad now as I remember these things. These are memories of comfort and joy. I'm grateful for the memories, and he was too, as he opened those little envelopes, and I know that he saved them, and the next year he opened them again. You have memories too. I hope you have some memories of comfort and memories of joy. The memories of love, those are the ones to keep. That love came down to us from Christmas, on the first Christmas, in the form of a baby who brought hope to all the world. This year, we need that hope more than ever. And it's here. It came upon a midnight clear, and it came to that old little town of Bethlehem, and it comes to us now. In the middle of the COVID pandemic, in the middle of political and racial strife, and in the middle of broken relationships and disappointments in life. It comes to bring comfort and to bring tidings of great joy, for unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. May you feel the comfort and joy and the hope that Jesus brings. My prayer for you is for health and wholeness in the months to come, and for our world, my prayer is peace on earth. Merry Christmas.